Here in Metro.
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, got 'em excited to meet me. Meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs, wake up, get to it, and repeat. Repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. Yeah, hop in the whip, that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, got 'em excited to meet me. Meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs, wake up, get to it, and repeat. Repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Armadillos of Mexico City taking on the LA Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Second and 5. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. His throw incomplete. The Chargers hit 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a second and 10.
Hey, go Lion.
Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Open man downfield is Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's not one you see often, illegal touching, and unfortunately for them, CD, it wipes away a big play.
Yeah, you just can't step out of bounds and be the first one to touch it when you come back in. That'll draw a flag every time.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Play action. It's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Herbert now. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now a run with Jefferson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. But you look at this defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with Pollard. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, go Lion.
Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They're going to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Duggan. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up. Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd quarter. Mexico City in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Duggan will look to throw this. Flush to his right. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Davis now to return it. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season, and right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves, but with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and they're trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Gibbs straight ahead. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Duggan to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Herbert off of play action. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Crowd right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That ball caught. It's chosen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big...
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Robbie Chosen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25. Final shot before break. Dugan. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Isabella now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time, The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Already a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give to Pollard running left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On the defensive end, Cameron Sutton with a tackle. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Duggan. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Palmer going to go in motion left. Duggan now to throw. And that will be incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. To throw is Duggan. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Breaks a tackle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, and it's Pollard again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Herbert. Drops this underneath for Pollard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And quickly they get to the line. Pollard will take it up the gut. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Pollard one more time. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
Hey, ram. Let's go. Baylor Tiger.
Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
So now then, the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. And this is Tomlinson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And they're going to speed things up here. Now it's Tomlinson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Eric Tomlinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 24. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Duggan looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 3rd down, Dugan. His hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Well, they bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
To throw again on 2nd down. Duggan, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dugan. Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Running right is Pollard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Going to run again here with Pollard. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And